How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel with the most consistent upload schedule. I'm here to tell you that I just finally released volume 2 of my Cybertrap sample pack. Today I'm just gonna, rather than just go through the whole sample pack, that's boring, I'm just gonna make a song with it, talk a little bit about the lore as we go along. A little over 750 samples or so in the pack. You know, theoretically you could just drag and drop these into your song, but if you also just take some of these noises and run them through whatever effects chain you want, any specific plugins that you have that just mangle sound, I've found that you get really even cooler results than the pack already yields. Loops, bass loops, drums loops, effects loops, pads, synths, vocals, we don't know, whatever the vocal, I don't know, it's not irrelevant. 808s, bass, claps, Foley, effects, hats, kicks, percussion, shouts, snares, and synth one-shots. I'm just gonna kick us off with a loop. I'm gonna get a drum loop. I like that. That's a good little song starter. That's a solid dance break right there. Go ahead and drag that in. Song's basically done already. All I did was drag one sample in. Oh my god, that's... What is that noise? What is that noise? Oh, it's... I made it. And a lot of people say that like EDM is just kind of like weird noises. And I don't necessarily like agree with them on that. I think that there's like kind of a lot of... I like this. This is just a synth loop. Put it in your beat. You can pitch it to whatever key you're working at. I mean, I do this all the time with like ambient samples and stuff. We're in C on this loop. We could probably bump it up to... D. Been like 5 years and I'm still making Hans Zimmer jokes. I really like a lot of these effects loops that I made too. It just makes for really cool ambience. Let's get one of these risers. Nice. I made one down sweep and I called it tax purposes because I think I just forgot to make down sweeps. I mean, to be fair, there's millions of them already in existence. And then when I was making the demo song for this sample pack, I needed a down sweep. So I just made one and I called it tax purposes. Let's use it. Why not? And you know what? Let's take it and then we'll reverse it. Cool thing about like risers and up sweeps, down sweeps and all that. You can just reverse them and then make them like, you can turn an up sweep into a down sweep and vice versa. That's called music production. Oh, also I have this whole Foley folder in here, which I thought was pretty cool. All these noises I recorded with this thing. I was just at the Guitar Center and this was just sitting on the counter with no price tag on it. I still don't even know what it's called, but I bought it for $10. It's not like a rain stick shaker thing, or maybe, I don't know. It makes crazy crunchy noises though. And I just mangled a bunch of the recordings into do with these with whatever you may, with whatever you'd want to do with them. When you when you have to reach the word limit in an essay. Also, just like the last pack, all of the clap samples I called motivational things, you know, like because they're claps. So it's like they're clapping, you know. So I called them like cheers, congrats man, for real, deserved praise, give it up for this guy, good job. Impressive work. This one's called I really admire your work ethic. And it's a bit of a chunkier clap. This calls for a celebration. Yeah, valiant demonstration. Right, that's enough. I guess let's go ahead and get a kick. I got a lot of really, really hefty kicks in here. This one's called Fat Mesmer. I got the name from an Elden Ring meme I saw. Oh, and then this one, it's just every kick in the sample pack layered over each other. Quite literally what it is. I'm gonna take bricked up. I probably could have called it something else. Nice. Let's get like a little clap build going. Tons of like quirky little percussion hits in here too. I actually recorded all these myself too. So I recorded a bunch of just, you know, percussive hits, and then I processed the out of them into a lot of stuff that I feel like you could really just layer up and make, you know, crazy concoctions out of. Like this over a snare would probably be nuts. You'll notice a few of these snare drums, I did that myself. I didn't do it for all of them because I didn't want, you know, I wanted to just have like some normal practical use snares in here, not just all a bunch of jean shorts. Actually, jean shorts is pretty good. What's Jonathan? Why did I name all these human names? So here's one of the weirder snares. I have a feeling this is going to be the most popular 808 in this pack. I called it Sicko for no reason at all. For legal reasons, there's no reason why I called it that. It's literally just like an acid base made in serum over like a kick drum. I really like this 808. I really do. All the 808s are in C, so they're very easy to you know, use. You can put it on the piano roll and it will actually match up with the note. All right, let's get a snare. If you go back and listen to my Tinashe remix, you'll notice this is the snare I used. I actually used a decent amount of samples in that. I made that remix like right after I finished this pack. I'm gonna pull an audible here and I'm gonna bring us back down to C. Yeah, I like that better. So what I'm gonna do here is leave this space open for like a little filler. You can show off some of these cool bass one-shots. There's a load of just weird sounding bass one-shots in here. When I hear these, I get stoked because I'm like, I love stuff like this where it's just really weird sounding. So just make for really cool kind of fillers, if that makes sense. I'm gonna try and demonstrate that right now. This one's called Brain Damage, which is a reference to Homer Simpson. So this one right here, Chuckle Time. Sick. Dope. I could even cut the synth out, toss a big reverb throw on this synth loop here, and then just sort of loop us back into dope. Just for another example here. Tarnished Reese, this one's sick. And then it would sound like this. Speed it up a little. You could even slow it down and just use like the latter half of it, you know? Not sure how that got in there. All right, I think it's time we bring in some hats. Music's crazy, man, and type shit. Utilize some kind of fill. If we go over to the loops, we have tons of like synth fills. These things are great. You can get tons of cool noises. I could even reverse it. You could probably just reverse a bunch of these samples and they just sound like completely different now. It's kind of switching up here. I feel like it needs some kind of something to let the listener know that the beat just switched.
Switch it.
Nice. Since we are switching things up here, we could replace this with a new synth loop.
Switch.
Ooh, that's nice. That's ooh, that's hot. Okay, I gotta get the fart out. It was funny for a sec. It was never actually funny. It's kind of funny. Dope. Okay, so this I just quickly put together, strictly made out of sounds from the sample pack. Obviously, this isn't the most groundbreaking beat, but it's still cool to just get some ideas flowing. Or if you already have a song you're working on, you know, let's see if we can put some vocal loops. There's a few vocal loops in here, and I think some of them are really cool and not like cringe. None of these vocals are cringe, I would say.
Fuck that beat, 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 that beat.
Like, not at all. I think they're all really cool.
This the type of beat that make you say.
Fuck it, let's use it.
This the type of beat that make you say.
Oh my god, that's sick. Why is that still there? Fuck it, I'm gonna leave it there for now. I'll get rid of it later. What if you just stopped laughing after the fart? I imagine that's what would happen in real life. Like if you were laughing, someone made a joke, maybe it was you, maybe you're laughing at your own joke, and then you accidentally let out a little fart. Instantly stop laughing because you're like, oh shit, oh no, that was embarrassing. I imagine this is what it would sound like. Stop. Not funny anymore, dude. Sorry guys, I gotta go. Sorry. Yeah. All right. See you next time. No, that's sick.
Oops, I set off the banger alarm. My bad, guys. Oops. Oops, I set off the banger alarm. My bad, guys.
Have you lost your marbles, son? Have you lost your marbles, son?
You are now locked in to the shittiest DJ you've ever heard.
Have you lost your marbles, son?
That's what I call a sexy beat.
Okay. I think this is a pretty formidable demonstration here. Lots of fun sauce in this sample pack. The pack is available on Splice, which I know some of you may not be a fan of that. If you don't have Splice and you don't want to get Splice, totally understandable. If you do have Splice and you want to check the pack out, the link is in the description. I had a lot of fun making this. I don't want 4 years to pass before I make like another one, like volume 3. I'd rather have it come out sooner. So I'm probably actually going to get started on working on that sooner rather than later. So with that said, I do appreciate the support from you guys. Please let me know if there's anything else you would like in future packs as well. And with that said, yapping complete. Yapping finished. All right, thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys next time. I will see you next time. Peace.